Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about a viral instance, I guess, of a publisher or a game publisher in this instance getting completely cooked on Twitter over something that in all reality should be illegal in the first place. So, over the last few days, there has been thousands of responses basically to Ubisoft support after they responded to a question on social media by a gamer who I guess had some sort of issue with their account. And basically during this exchange, Ubisoft support admitted that accounts that basically are like on Uplay or through Ubisoft can actually be deleted, and people can lose all of their digital products that they've purchased if they don't log into their accounts often enough, right? Now, I think that this kind of thing here is a perfect example of why physical media needs to make a major comeback. I've kind of been on this train for a while in the first place, but we really need for there to be a new renaissance almost for physical media in this industry, in the gaming industry, man. As a PC gamer, it's pretty much impossible to find physical media for new PC games. Like, the vast majority of them are digital only. So even if I wanted to switch to physical media, I would have to just play on console. And even then, consoles are kind of pushing physical to the wayside. You see the new consoles, well, I guess they're not really new anymore, but there's a digital PS5 and a new digital Xbox, right? Like, they're kind of going in the direction of phasing out physical media in the gaming industry. And it's been something that has been done pretty much for convenience. I mean, it's way easier for most people to just like buy a game on the PlayStation Store than to drive 20 minutes to GameStop, sit through the corporate spiel of being begged to sign up for rewards cards and just stupid shit that you don't want or need, right? And so that's kind of been how the gaming industry went, right? Like, hey, just sell everything digitally. Fuck it. We don't need to make discs for PC anymore. Most people don't even have a CD reader anymore. So this is the unfortunate consequence of basically everything going digital. Was this whole interaction here. So it starts off with somebody posting basically an email from Ubisoft here that said, "We noticed that you have not been using your Ubisoft account associated with this email address. We've temporarily suspended your inactive Ubisoft account and will be closing it permanently in 30 days based on the terms of use. If you wish to keep it, you can actually cancel the closure, but you have to sign in and be active to keep it from happening." And so, you know, this was an issue in and of itself, right? Because that just seems like Ubisoft is closing people's accounts who, you know, are buying games, playing them, maybe not logging in often enough, and they're trying to close their accounts where these games are linked and registered, which would prevent them from having access to these games if their account was deleted. So hypothetically, you could spend $700 on Ubisoft games on your account, right? And then, you know, you just don't play for a little while, and the next thing you know, you go to log in and play again, and Ubisoft has deleted your account because it was inactive, meaning you lost all those hundreds of dollars worth of games that you bought. And so Ubisoft responded by saying, "Hey there, we just wanted to chime in that you can avoid the account closure by logging into your account within the 30 days since receiving the email and selecting the cancel account closure link contained in the email. We certainly don't want you to lose access to your games or account. If you have any difficulties logging in, please create a support case with us here." And this went viral. I clowned them. I ratioed them. So many people clowned them. I mean, you could see the quote tweets alone. They were getting destroyed because of this tweet. Now, some added context has definitely helped. There was a community note post on the tweet that says, "For added context, Ubisoft can be required under certain data protection laws, such as the GDPR, to close inactive accounts if they deem the data no longer necessary for collection. Ubisoft has claimed they don't close accounts that are inactive for less than 4 years." Alright, so at this point you might be thinking, oh, well, they're actually following the law. They're doing a good thing. This is good for people because it prevents their data from being harvested or whatever, right? You know, when they're not even using the product anymore. So that's a good thing, right? Well, yeah, it is a good thing, but also I don't live where the GDPR actually applies. So the idea, and I mean, we live in the United States, bro. Data fucking privacy here is garbage. You know what I mean? From what I know, there's no big law. There's no major legislation like the GDPR here. So why does this apply to me, right? Why does this apply to anyone outside of these regulations? And also, I think even then, this is a little fucking far. Like, I get, I guess, deleting the account, that makes sense. But hey, I have this revolutionary idea that worked for literally decades in the gaming industry. What if, and this is fucking wild, I know, this is nuts. What if video games didn't have to be attached to consumer accounts that constantly require upkeep and being logged into, and weren't exclusive to these shitty fucking launchers like Uplay that nobody likes or wants to install on their computer, and they can just have the fucking game regardless if they have an account or not? Whoa! Oh my god, Optimus! What the fuck, dude? That's crazy! What kind of suggestion is that? Bruh? What? Wouldn't that be fucking nuts? Like, if you could, let's say, hypothetically, right, just for the sake of argument, because this has never happened before, what if you could walk into a game store, right, and you could be like, hello, I would like to purchase recent Ubisoft game on CD-ROM, please. And they go, well, sure, sir. Sure, kind sir. That'll be $70. And I go, okay, here's my $70. And then I take that home, right? And I get to put it into my fucking computer. And guess what? The game runs. Like, wouldn't that just be nuts? Wouldn't that just be fucking, like, iconic, bro? I get why, you know, they want you to have an Ubisoft account and shit for the servers and whatnot, but that shouldn't be tantamount to like, hey, if you don't have a fucking registered account that we can harvest your data through, you can't use the $70 product you just bought. And then there's always the simps for these companies, the fucking goofballs that hug the nuts of billion-dollar gaming corporations that abuse them. But bro, it's in the terms of service, it's in the privacy policy, it's in the fucking document that nobody, including me, read. Like, it blows my mind that people unironically sit around and be like, wow, dude, you're a dum-dum. The billion-dollar company put that in page 240 of the 700-page terms of service that is impossible to read before using the product. You're a fucking idiot, bro. Like, what if that just wasn't a thing and, like, you could just fucking use the product you purchased rightfully? And then companies sit around and wonder why people want to pirate games so bad. And I get, you know, some people don't have money. They just don't want to pay for games. That's why they pirate. But a good amount of that is because of shit like this. Like, why support shitty game companies that don't care about you, that don't care about me, that get away with doing shit like this? And, you know, it says, oh, Ubisoft claimed they don't close accounts that are inactive for less than 4 years. Something about this doesn't seem like this guy who, his page is called Anti-DRM PC Enjoyer, okay? He runs a page about PC gaming and info and news. I really don't think that he went without 4 years without playing Ubisoft games and logging into their servers and shit. Something about that doesn't seem right. Like, how many people in the games world go 4 years without playing video games, you know? Like, that just doesn't seem very realistic, right? And honestly, Ubisoft is a shitty company, so the idea of them trying to fuck people over before that 4 years doesn't seem like a far-fetched idea to me, man. So the fact that, like, game companies can just, though, get away with, like, literally removing the product you paid for because you didn't log into an account often enough, that's fucking stupid, regardless of what laws the people over in fucking Europe have, which whatever, right? If they want to policy that shit over there, fine. But these companies need to quit pretending like that affects me. I mean, I paid $70 for this game, right? I should be able to play this game until it's literally no longer playable. And like, to continue my defense of having physical media, like, what happens when the servers go offline, bro? Like, when Ubisoft decides that Uplay is no longer financially profitable and the games that they have on there are no longer financially profitable and they shut all the fucking servers down, then what? Oh, cool. Oh, you had a license to access that software on our servers? Yeah, that's gone, by the way. Fuck you. Thanks for your $70, dum-dum. Like, that's quite literally where we're at in the games industry. And then people see situations like this, and rightfully so, are like, hey, what the fuck? How is this possible? Why are they allowed to do this to me? Because we as consumers have let these companies get too comfortable with doing shit like this. EA, Activision, Blizzard, Ubisoft, Rockstar/2K, it doesn't fucking matter, dude. Like, they all have gotten away with creating these convoluted processes to play the products that you're paying for. You used to be able to just load these fucking games up and start them and install the software and play and connect to the servers however much you wanted. And then now you gotta go to the individual fucking launcher that this company has that none of the other companies use. And you have to buy their game on that server and download it from their server and agree to their terms of service to play 1 or 2 games through their fucking company. And it doesn't work out ever for any of them because all of these launchers suck. They're coded like shit. They don't run well. Half of them are broken. Like, if you ever use the Rockstar Games launcher or Origin or even Uplay, like, they all fucking suck. They're terrible. Like, we as consumers have been getting fucked for so long in the whole process of buying games, and this is just another symptom of it. And even then, people are just now figuring out that this shit can even happen, right? That's crazy to think. Like, we have gotten so detached from this kind of shit in the games industry that we don't even know what's happening, right? Then we all look like the fucking idiots when we have to circle back to this or whatever, right? So I just don't think that this should even be a concern. Like, if you pay for a game, regardless of the price, you should get what you paid for. Like, that's simply just like principle of trade. I mean, if I go into fucking McDonald's, right, and I buy a fucking French fry, I don't know how much French fries cost at McDonald's, right? $4, we'll say. I expect to get $4 of French fries, right? Like, if they gave me 2 fries and a cup, I'd be like, hey, what the fuck, bro? Or like, if they didn't give me, imagine that. Imagine you go into McDonald's, right? And you're like, I want to get a meal, okay? And you pay your $15 or whatever, you go sit at the table. But it's like 3 minutes to closing time before the restaurant shuts down. And you're sitting there eating, and then when the time comes for them to close, you know, you're halfway through your food. They come up to you, they're like, hey, fuckface, that cheeseburger doing you real good? You're, yeah, it's good. And they're like, yeah. And they grab you by your fucking cheeks, and they make you spit the little bits of it in your mouth out back on the tray. They're like, oh, by the way, we're out of business. And they take the tray of food away from you and throw it in the fucking trash can and close it up and then kick you out of the restaurant. That's basically how this is all eventually gonna go. Whenever these companies decide that this art is no longer worth preserving, aka these games, these servers are no longer worth maintaining and keeping up, fuck you and all your purchases. Yeah, imagine that, right? And I mean, right now, nobody would be none the wiser, right? Like, nobody would know what to do. So this type of shit here should be illegal. This type of shit here should be monitored. You know, we as consumers need to do something about it too. Like, instead of just me sitting here bitching in a video, like, there really does need to be a renaissance of physical media. I just, that to me is the only way to avoid shit like this. Just having a physical disc that you can put into your machine and load the software off of that and be able to play. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. Also, a new exclusive video will be live for you guys today. And with that being said, this is Optimus. Well, actually revoking all your access to all your purchases and signing out.